Hello, this is Anne from the Coding School Bootcamp. I see that you recently filled out a form on Facebook ads expressing interest in our coding bootcamp. To make sure this is the right fit for you, would you mind answering a couple of quick questions?
Yeah, sure.
Our bootcamp typically falls within a $10,000 to $20,000 price range.
It's a bit expensive. How would you justify that price?
That's a great question, and I completely understand your concern. The price reflects the value and quality of the program. If you'd like, I can schedule a free consultation with one of our experts to discuss the program in more detail and see if it's the right fit for you.
Yeah, let's do that.
Your consultation has been successfully booked for Wednesday, April 2nd at 9:30 a.m.
And as you saw, this just booked an appointment for me, and it can do it for a lot of people at the same time. This is really perfect for anyone that wants to qualify leads, quickly engage with people who you have in your funnel. Enough talking, let's go with the building. Just to give a quick idea on what we are going to build. So everything, as you can see, pretty much connects to retail AI. And the way that we're going to set it up is that for all the scheduling work, we will be connecting retail AI with cal.com and our Google Calendar. So cal.com allows us to pretty much connect to any calendar service that you generally want to connect to. In my case, I use Google Calendar, but if you use Outlook or iCal or some different format, then cal.com can kind of handle that for you. And it has a pretty good integration with retail. On the other end, to get all the transcripts and summaries and all this post-call analysis information, then we will be needing to use Make, which will kind of transfer all the data into Google Sheets. So yeah, I think a good place to start would be then retail. And the things that we will need to set up in this case are in the functions section. And you will be provided with the request callback and the end call. But what you will need to do right away in order to set this up is that you will need to put your own URL, so the webhook URL. And the way that we get the webhook URLs in this case is that we need to go to make.com and import the blueprint. The way that you do that is that you go into more, import the blueprint, you choose a file, and then you select the blueprint that I will be sharing with you. Once you import the blueprint, you pretty much will see all of this here. And what you need to do right away is go to webhooks, and then you will have add, in your case, you give it a name, you save it, then you will see a link right here. And that's your webhook URL. You will need to copy that, save, and then head back to retail and add it in here. And then you click save, update in your case. Okay, if you get this error, invalid JSON schema is likely needing to get formatted. And then the issue should be resolved. Okay, you probably will need to set the, well, not probably, but likely, you will need to also put the link that we just copied into this agent level URL. So you just copy, paste, and on the webhook side, we are good. We will need to go back to retail to set up the book appointment and the check calendar availability because you likely do not have them there yet. But before that, let's proceed with setting up Make properly. So when you get the Make blueprint, you will need to change the Google Sheet setup that you have here. And what you will need to do is pretty much go on adding your Google Sheet connection. In my case, I already added. You just give it a name and then you sign in. And then what you will need to do is add the correct sheet here. Make sure that it is the correct sheet that I will be providing. What you can do is click on File and click on Make a Copy, and that will create a copy for you. So in this case, for example, maybe let's make, actually let's change it so you don't run into this error. So let's say my coding school, make a copy. Okay, good. Then what you do is you simply click here, you copy the title. I think there's a little, yeah, there's a few spaces there that don't need to be there. Then you go back to make.com, and you should be able to see, okay, exactly, you see here, my coding school, retail, outbound. Yeah, and then you click save, and you pretty much do this for every Google Sheets section that you have here. So we do the same here. So we go to, yeah, coding school, my coding school, boom, and we click save. Then we do that again, my coding school, save. Yeah, so we really need to make sure that it is the correct Google Sheet, because if it's not, we will not be able to map out the fields correctly. Okay. Good, so from the webhooks side, well, from the make.com side, we should be then set up. Just, yeah, maybe double check quickly that all are my coding school, or in your case, whatever name that you give the sheet, yeah, to, however you name it. Yeah, then we are set. We have the webhook, so let's click save, and don't forget to save as well. Good. Now, let's go back to Retail AI. And what we need to set up here is the check calendar availability and the book appointments. What these functions allow us to do is that they allow us to check our Google Calendar through cal.com, and then with book appointment, we actually, when we see that there are different slots available, we can decide to book them. So to show you how to do it, maybe I'll cancel mine and let's do them from scratch. So check calendar availability. You'll probably have this as well, like how it looks for you. And what you will need to do is click add. You check calendar availability. And then what you will see here, that is ask you the API key and the ID. And what we need to do now is go to our cal.com, and please sign up for it if you don't have an account yet. And well, in my case, I will select the 30 minutes meeting, but you can create your own if you want to. And what we need here, beyond the possibility for you to customize it as much as you want, in my case, I'm not going to play around with that, but I only need this number here that stands between the event types and the tab name. And what you do, you just copy that, save it somewhere, in my case, I'll just put it here into the notes. So boom. And then we also need another field, which is the API key. So that is here. And we go to settings, API keys. I had it before already, but let's delete it and let's make it again. So API key example. Set it for 30 days and copy that as well. Make sure to copy it because you won't be able to see it again. And let's go into the notes. Oh, let's try API and paste it there. Okay, great. So maybe let's make sure to copy it. And now we will go and paste it into the correct field. So API key, we put the API key that we have just received and the ID. Boom. Go here and voila, save. Amazing. And now we do the same for book appointment. Yeah, book on calendar. So we had the ID as the last field that we had. Let's also put the API key. Yeah, in the notes. Oh, okay. One important note. As you can see, so there is a time zone as well. This is very important that you make sure that you get it correct. So I don't live in America. I live in Europe, and my time zone is Europe, Rome. That's where I live, and you make sure to change it also for check available. Apparently it changed automatically. That's good. I know. Yeah, I just selected the same. So Europe, and row. Yeah, good. All right. Yeah, we should be set now. So you should also see this call summary here, call summary as well. But yeah, that should be already set up for you. I think we're ready to go. We can now start to test this. And so a good practice, and probably you will run into this, we will need to map every field in the beginning. So we need to make a complete call so that we are able to map every field so we can then use it later. So what I will do here is I will unlink our webhook to our Google Sheets and all the setups. So we get all the fields here, and then we can map them into our Google Sheet. So let's run a call. Boom.
Hello, this is Anne from the Coding School Bootcamp. How are you today?
Doing good, how are you?
I'm doing great, thank you for asking. I see that you recently filled out a form on Facebook ads expressing interest in our Coding Bootcamp. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right.
Great, thanks for confirming. We offer 3 exciting courses: web development, data analysis, and artificial intelligence. Which of these are you most interested in?
Artificial intelligence.
That's an excellent choice. Artificial intelligence is such an exciting field with endless opportunities, from building intelligent systems to working with cutting-edge technologies. To make sure this is the right fit for you, would you mind answering a couple of quick questions?
I don't have that much time, so I prefer if we get to booking an appointment right away.
Got it. Let me check the calendar for available slots for artificial intelligence consultations. One moment, please. We have several available slots for an artificial intelligence consultation. Here are the options: Wednesday, April 2nd, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Thursday, April 3rd, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Friday, April 4th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday, April 7th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tuesday, April 8th, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Which date and time works best for you?
April 2nd at 9 a.m. would be perfect.
I'll book your appointment for April 2nd at 9 a.m. It seems there was an issue with booking the appointment. Could you please provide your email address so I can finalize the booking for you?
Yeah, my email is example@example.com.
I'll finalize your appointment for April 2nd at 9 a.m. Your appointment has been successfully booked for April 2nd at 9 a.m. You'll receive a confirmation email with all the details shortly. Thank you for your time, Mo, and I hope you have a great day. If you have any questions for the consultation, feel free to reach out. Take care.
Cool. So now we did an entire call, and now what we can do is to map it back here. Okay, what I forgot to do is actually to run it, which is a very important thing to do always. And if you do forget it, so before the call we should have clicked here. What you can do is kind of, when you click run once, you will see that some data is queuing, and what you can do is just use existing data. So this will pretty much map out all the fields that we had. So let's do that. It's done. Okay. As you can see, it's processing, it's mapping out. Okay, good. And now we should be over. Okay, perfect. And if we click on the fields here, you can see that they are filled out. If you do not see them colored in this way, that means that you need to run a few calls in order to map out the fields. Okay, let's check if our meeting is booked, and yeah, it is booked on the 2nd of April, correctly as we wanted. So yeah, that worked pretty neatly, have to say. So again, for all the blueprints and all the templates, I will be leaving them in the description below. I would appreciate if you leave a comment if you are finding some issues running this script, and if you want me to help you run this out, feel free to book a consultation call with me. It's free. It's down on the link below. I look forward to hearing your feedback.